Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Physics Radiate. Today we will try to learn what is the plane angle, which is one of the supplementary units. Plane angle generally refer to the two-dimensional surface. For example, if we have a 2D surface and we want to measure angles in radians, so how we can do that. Today we will learn that. For example, if we have an origin and we have two-dimensional surface which is xy xz in this situation, and for example if we want to measure this angle for this line, so the angle in this situation along positive axis, that is 0 degrees. So we are familiar with the degrees, so first we need to introduce that. In this case, for example, if we go for the red arrow, so this will be around about 45 degrees, and this will be around about 90 degrees, and this will be 180, and this will be the full revolution, or the full for example, for the full uh, complete revolution, that will be 360 degrees. So now this is the most common representation for the angle. However, if you want to make it more convenient, so we need to define those degrees in the radians. So for example, if we have this complete revolution and we have this origin, and from the origin to the end of the circle, we say from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle, that is the radius. Let's say this is actually the radius of the circle. And for example, if we cover any arc from let's say from point A to uh, point B, and we say that, let's say this is the arc, which may be anything, or which may be any value. I represent it with S, and it will make an angle with this origin in the positive or anti-clockwise direction. This angle, we will call it, let's say this is theta. It may be any value. So from point A to point B, okay, from point A to point B, we can say that this is just like an arc. And for example, if I say this is the angle, so this angle is can be written mathematically. For example, if we have tangent of theta, and tangent of theta can be written as perpendicular divided by base, which is in this case r. This is also r, so we can say this is r. If theta is very small, so we can say that tangent theta will be approximately equal to theta. So in simple words, theta in this case can be written as arc divided by radius of the circle. So if we want to if we want to measure 1 radian, so how uh, we can do that. So for example, let's say uh, so we have the basic equation that theta is arc divided by radius of the circle. If we have this condition, it can be for any distance. So if we have uh, the full revolution, if we have one revolution, let's say one complete revolution. So how we can write that? Sorry. One complete revolution. So that will be definitely, I will write it that theta, we have learned that theta for one complete revolution was 360 degrees. Okay, and that is for the circle. So the circumference, let's say for the circle, that is 2 pi r, which is a complete distance, and we can, this is actually the circumference from this point and come to this point again. So this is the circumference. So we can say that one complete, and this is the distance, which can be written as the any distance. In this case it is s. So we can say that this equation 1 can be written as theta is 360 degrees and the circumference is 2 pi r and divided by r. So this r and this r will be cancelled out. So 2 pi, and this is actually the radian, which is in terms of the distance, we can say. So 2 pi radian can be written as 360 degrees. And if we want to measure 1 radian, so we will divide both sides by 2 pi. So this will be 1 radian will be equal to 360 degrees divided by 2 pi. So we can say that 1 radian is actually nothing but just the degrees of 57.3 degrees. So 1 radian is actually the representation of the 57.3 degrees.